Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my playthrough of Process Elimination Part 32. I am your host, Twitch Games, and in the last episode, we had a showdown with Renegade, and we found Workaholic Renegade dead. So, if you missed anything else, I would recommend having you guys watch that, and if you do enjoy this one, give it a like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more content. Now, let's continue.
ですが、そうなると社畜さんは誰に殺されたと言いますの？地上で誰かが待ち受けていただなんて矛盾していますわよ。
If that's the case, who could have murdered Workaholic? They say somebody was biding their time up that presents a clear contradiction. So, the simple theory is Renegade killed Workaholic, and then Renegade got killed by Quartering Dude. That's just me.
それぞれ別の階層でほぼ同時に殺された2人。しかし、その殺害条件が矛盾している事件。
The two of them were simultaneously killed at separate levels, but the conditions for each murder conflict with the other.
名付けるのであれば、矛盾階層殺人事件といったところでしょうか。少女は自らの考えを口にした。
If you were to name this case, then the case of the Paradox killings would be apt, said the girl sharing her thoughts. Paradox killings. Everyone apart from Posh and myself was in the lobby. It's an obvious fact that none of us could have killed Workaholic. Renegade Detective, the only one who had the opportunity to kill him, but he was killed too. Could it be someone else on this floor, or is there someone like me with superhuman abilities to divide these contradictions? Holmes, what do I do? I ask Holmes, but I don't see her. She hasn't appeared at all since I remember my past. Does that have something to do with why I haven't seen her since yesterday? Or is she choosing not to appear to me? I don't understand what's going on at all. But there's no time to wait. We won't be able to escape this island if we don't unpack this mystery. We're so close to escaping. Our only choice to solve this case, no matter what it takes. Oh, what's going on here? Chapter 5, the case of Paradox Murders.
本部との連絡はつきそう。
Do you think it reached headquarters? So, back when Chapter 3 started, I made a prediction, and some of my predictions were wrong. So, I said way back when Chapter 3 began that Workaholic and Renegade would be one of the last few people to survive. Well, they both died in Chapter 5, so I was wrong about that. But I was right so far right about Posh and Bookworm. So, let's continue on.
いえ、状況は変わらずです。やっぱりこの島へ来た時と同じで、通信ネットワークが安定しません。
Well, nothing changed. The comms network is just as unstable as it was when we first arrived on the island.
ですが、連絡が途絶えてからすでに1週間は経過しているはず。異常が伝わっているなら、いずれ救助が来てくれるはずです。
Still, it's already been a week since we lost contact. Assuming they've noticed something's off, help should arrive soon.
地上にいれば救助に気づかないことはないもんね。ひとまずはおとなしく待っておくのが最善かな。
There's no way we'll miss the rescue team as long as we're on the surface. Guess our best option is to sit tight and wait for now.
それにしても、ロビーは地下と全く同じ見た目なんだね。
Come think of it, this lobby was exactly like the one underground.
はい。きっと意図的なものなんだと思います。
Yes, I'm sure that's on
エレベ
purpose.
ーターのボタンに地下の表示がなく、鍵を使った特別な押し方じゃないと地下へ行けなかったり、かなり厳重に情報を隠されていたみたいですし。
The elevator has no button for going down below, and you can't get there without that special key. It's clearly meant to be kept secret.
写真が流出してもごまかせるようにしているんじゃないでしょうか。
They designed like this so that even if pictures were leaked, they could explain it away.
僕がそうだったように、きっとこの研究棟の職員の中にも地下の存在を知らなかった人もいたのだと思います。
It's likely that there were members in the research facility who, like me, didn't know about the underground sector.
組織内でもあまり公にしたくない場所だったってことか。
So even within the organization, they really didn't want anyone knowing, huh? We all have a look around, and while there are traces of an explosion, there isn't anything too unusual. That is, apart from one thing in particular.
無能君、機動探偵の首を見つけたよ。
Incompetent. I found Renegade Detective's head. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice.
これは
Ugh, this is horrible. It's overwhelmingly graphic. By no means can we bookworm photographic memory see it. We keep watch, shouldn't rest, don't notice. The area where the collar was implanted is scorched. Creating the noise we had heard before was, in fact, the collar detonating.
やっぱり首輪の爆発が死因なのかな。
So the cause of death really was a collar exploding then.
いや、下道探偵の死因は移動するエレベーターと床に挟まれて首がちぎれたことによるショック死だって美食さんが言っていたよ。
Hang on, Gourmet said he was caught between the elevator and floor and died from shock as it tore his head off.
ほら、エレベーターの扉に隙間があったでしょ。扉の焦げた痕跡を見るに、あの隙間は首輪の爆発で無理やり作られたみたいなんだ。
There was a gap in between the elevator doors, remember? Judging by the scorch marks on them, it was forcibly made by an exploding collar.
そして、その隙間から首を出した状態でエレベーターが操作されると。
And then the elevator started moving with his head still stuck in the gap, which, you know.
ちぎれるってわけか。人間のやることとは思えないエグさだね。
Which tore off. It's hard to imagine anyone doing something so sickening. Wait, time out. Time out. Hang on, Gourmet said he was caught between the elevator and floor. He died from shock. How did he get caught between the elevator and floor? What? That makes no sense. So he was going in, and then something must have hit him then to like perfectly in between the doorway, so his body. The plan must have taken into account how old the elevator is to mention its lack of security measures. Whatever the case, is horrifying.
あれ、下道探偵の首に火傷の跡が見えるよ。爆発が死因じゃないのにおかしくないかな。
Wait, there are burn marks on his neck, but that doesn't make sense if he wasn't killed by the explosion.
それはきっと2度目の爆発によるものだね。ほら、下道探偵は予備の首輪を複数所持していたでしょ。
Around his neck specifically? I don't know about that one. It must have been the second explosion. Renegade Detective took a number of reserve collars with him, right?
エレベーターの扉を開いた爆発はきっとその予備を使ったんだよ。
He probably
そ
used
して2度目の爆発は下道探偵の首についていたものが爆発したんじゃないかな。
He probably used one of them to blast the elevator doors open. So maybe the second one was the one on his neck going off.
つまり首がちぎれた後に追い打ちで爆発したってことか。因果応報とも言えるけど、さすがに同情したくなる死に方だね。
So the collar on his neck detonated after his head was already torn off. He may have had it coming, but it's hard not to feel for him.
こんな殺し方を考えつくなんて信じられないよ。僕らが思っている以上に八つ崎公は残忍だったんだね。
Yeah, it's hard to believe someone could think of a murder like this. According to Duke's far crueler than we thought.
今の状況から考えるに、犯人は予備の首輪を爆発させて、エレベーターの扉を無理やりこじ開けた後、下道探偵の首を扉に挟んで脱出。
So the corporate detonated a reserve collar to force the elevator open, then stuck Renegade Detective's head in between the doors and
エレ
escaped.
ベーターが動いて、下道探偵の首がちぎれた後、地上に転がった首に残されていた首輪が時間差で爆発したというわけか。
When the elevator moved, it tore off Renegade Detective's head, which rolled to the ground, with his collar going off shortly after that.
どうしてわざわざそんな手間を。
Why go through all that effort? I can't make any sense of it. Why jump through all these hoops to kill Renegade Detective with the elevator specifically? Way quicker and less risky to do away with him by hand.
それとこれは多分嫌がらせなんだけど、
There's also this, which I'm guessing was made to mock
エレ
us.
ベーターの操作パネルにこんな張り紙があったよ。
It was attached to the elevator's operating panel. Lobo takes a piece of notepad paper from his pocket and scribbles upon the word, "Warning, this button may cause death."
確かに死んだね。下道探偵が。
It really did mean death for Renegade Detective.
死期を悟った下道探偵の渾身のジョークだったのかも。ボタンを押すとき警戒してドキドキしちゃったよ。
Yeah, maybe Renegade Detective knew he was about to die and jotted this down as a joke. I was so tense when I pressed that button.
全然笑えないって。
There's nothing to laugh at, though. Then again, trying to inject humor into such a morbid situation would be so very like him. We finished examining his corpse and returned below ground. But here's the problem. In the last episode, we figured out that that Renegade has the same ability as my player. He has a denouement, which would give him the predict the future of when a failed death is going to happen. Interesting.
下道探偵の遺体を調べたら、ポケットから彼が装着していたものと同種と思われる首輪が見つかりました。
He found spare collars in his pocket, probably the same model that was implanted on him.
確か社畜さんも言っていたと思うのですが、これは探偵デバイスなどの通信機から起爆を命じることにより、遠隔操作で爆破可能なメカのようです。
We're going to mention it before, but these devices can be remotely detonated via transmitters such as a D-pad.
デバイスから命令ってどうすればできるの？
What can be done on a D-pad?
僕らが連絡を取り合っているメッセージ機能で対象に特定のキーワードを送るだけです。今後は分かりやすく、この行動をコマンドと呼びましょうか。
Sticky on this. All you have to do is use the messaging function to send keyword to the target. Keep things simple. Let's call this keyword a command.
内部データを解析してみたところ、起爆の条件が3台以上からのコマンドであることも分かりました。
We analyzed internal data and confirmed that detonation requires a command from 3 or more devices.
3台以上からのコマンドが必要。つまり3人以上が下道探偵にメッセージを送らないといけなかったってことか。
Meaning 3 or more D-pads. So basically 3 or more detectives would have had to send those messages to Renegade Detective. Meaning someone's higher up. Pro said that he needed my help with the detonation, so it wanted to have me, himself, and an unknown third-party use our D-pads to trigger it.
ちなみに不用意に裏面を開くと内部データを見られないよう自爆するセキュリティ機能もあります。
Oh. By the way, there's also a security function that causes it to self-destruct when the back is pried open, preventing you from seeing any internal data.
何やらスパイ映画じみていますわね。そちらを利用して起爆することは叶いませんの？
That's straight out of a spy movie. Can that be used to trigger an explosion?
装着した状態では裏面は開けませんし、開いて10秒足らずで爆発するので計画的な活用は難しそうです。小型の爆弾として使うのがせいぜいかと。
They go off in under 10 seconds, so you can't open the back when it's attached, so it's hard to utilize systematically. I bet it could be a small bomb.
エレベーターの扉をこじ開けるのには使えそうだけど、それ以上の使い方は厳しそうだね。
So you could use one to bust open the elevator doors, but anything else beyond that would be a lot of extra trouble. Did Goldberg sever Renegade Detective's collar, remove it, and then detonate it? No, that'd take too much time and leave even more evidence. It makes more sense for it to be detonated the standard way, remotely.
誰がデバイスから連絡したかまではわからないかな。
Can you tell which devices were used to do this?
残念ながらそこまでは。実際に爆発した首輪は木っ端みじんで調べようもありません。
Unfortunately not. The detonated collar was blown to smithereens, so there's no way to check.
これまでに死んだ方々のデバイスを利用すればどうでしょうかと、少女は第三の可能性を提示する。
What if they use D-pads with those who've already died, the girl asked, presenting third possibility. So, who died? So, it would have to be Ideal? Senior Detective? And probably Workaholic. If they're all dead and they don't have their D-pads anymore. That's a possibility. It means is one of us done.
それは盲点でしたわね。ですが、指紋認証があるから本人以外は使えない決まりでしょ？
That could be a workaround, yes, but then again, they would each require fingerprint recognition, so only their owners could use them, correct?
指を死体から切り取って持ち運べば良いだけではと少女は回答する。
I don't know about that. That's gonna be kind of weird. Why not just copy a finger from a corpse and take it with you? The girl replied.
あなた、可愛いお顔なのに発想がデンジャラスですわね。
You're gracious. What dangerous mind you have lingering behind that sweet face. I don't know. That's I mean, yes, you could do the senior detective. Ideal? That's kind of tough to do, to think about. Workaholic? I don't know. We have to look at Workaholic's body.
ですが、確かにあり得る可能性です。指の1本や2本でしたら持ち運びも容易ですしね。
Well, it is a possibility. One could easily carry around a severed finger or two.
もし犯人が八つ咲き子なら、それくらい平気でやるだろうね。
The culprit is a quartering duke is definitely not out of the question for him.
そういえば社畜さんや下道が通常とは異なる起爆方法があると言っていたよ。もしかしたらその方法を利用したのかも。
Oh wait, Workaholic Renegade mentioned an alternative method of triggering the detonation, right? Maybe the culprit used that instead.
なるほど。それは調べる必要がありますね。ありがとうございます。
Good point. That's something we'll need to look into. Thanks for bringing it up.
社畜ちゃんの検視も済んだわ。彼の死因は長時間の感電による心肺停止ね。
So we finished Workaholic's post-mortem report. The cause of death is cardiopulmonary arrest due to prolonged
胸
electrocution.
の刺し傷など誰かと交戦した後も見られたけれど、それはどうやら死因とは無関係みたい。
The stab wounds on the chest imply that he fought someone, but they don't seem to have anything to do with how he actually died.
出入り口のシャッターに異変は見られなかった。この地下研究棟は僕らが来てから現在まで外部から完全に遮断された状態だね。
Also, there's nothing off about the shutter. The underground research facility was totally cut off from the outside ever since we arrived.
犯人はこの中にいるってことかな。
So that means the culprit is here somewhere. But we've all been moving about together, so our alibis line up perfectly. And we get reminded of Bookworm's remark about these killings being paradoxical. Both of them died at virtually the same time, one above ground and one below. If we fail to address that, they won't solve this case. Everyone's gaze instinctively turns towards me. I get it, it's become something of a pattern for an investigation you only really get going after you give the word.
僕がやるしかないんだ。
I can do this, I have to. Let me save. Investigation has to come up. Who knows what's going to happen in this investigation? I speak aloud, trying to encourage myself. A dual detective isn't here, making this my first time taking charge all on my own. I'm nervous, but it's something I must do.
皆さん、僕たちはもう地上に上がって何もせずに助けを求めることができます。
Alright, everyone. We could just head to the surface and call for help, leaving all this
で
behind.
すが僕たちは探偵。目の前で事件が起きた以上、捜査をする以外の選択肢はありません。
But we're detectives. Whenever a case presents itself, our only option is to investigate it.
僕たちの目の前で引き起こされたこの悲劇を僕たちの手で覆してやりましょう。
A tragedy has occurred right before our eyes. It's up to us to reverse it. Everything about these two deaths is bizarre. Our investigation begins as we strive to detangle this mystery. Yep, investigation. What the hell is this? So I can intervene everywhere. So this is a 5? And first a 5, okay. This is so Techie's here. So oh, there's RT over here I can do.
ピンカートン家の誇り
This
に
one
かけ
do.
て
I'm gonna go over here with her
ピンカートン家の
and
誇り
investigate
私の
that.
調査だなんて
Your thing Princess 6 means you can do this.
お姉さんに何かご用？もう謎はお腹いっぱいよ。
Huh? Let's use RT2 or that RT would be the last thing I do. Do preliminary now. Why, if it is a rubber wristband for guests who dropped it here, maybe return it from whence it came. A wristband. There.
え
So the corporate
え、
overloaded the
間違い
breakers,
ないわ。
causing a blackout without touching the distribution board. We're gonna use AC to pull it off, but how? Okay. Let's see the evidence. Okay, we got level 1 and level 3. Okay, so
僕が解決しましょう。
let's do move you over here and do level 3 with you
僕にご用ですか？
and analyze this in
何
3.
か妙
Do
ですね。
preliminary on that one. Yep, this wristband glows in the dark, so it was used to find Workaholic during the outage. Plus, it could insulate him from the electrified cuffs. That's 15. Got it.
何か
Um,
少女が尋ねかける。
so
どうしたの？
can I inspect? I have to move. I actually legitimately have to move like one step closer and like this.
何か用かな？感じるよ。脅威の気配。
はいはいと少女は
Do this
少
to
女を
inspect.
隠してこの辺りが怪しいですねと少
And
女
then
はかがみ込む
the main character goes to RT right
頑張ります。
here.
どうしました？手がかりを見つけ出すんだ。
See what this RT says. We'll do it query luminary again. This device hasn't been locked yet. Right, I gotta tell everyone quick. How very intriguing. We used a girl imitating the Gene's physics professor on a certain TV show. Does the phone belong to Posh? Quite full of happy employees. After dinner, in my infinite wisdom, I reflect upon the day's events and chart our next course, as when we were expected from a chief detective.
この屋敷に閉じ込められてから丸1日。とてもまずい状況ですわね。
It has been an entire 24 hours since our imprisonment within this manor, a rather precarious situation to say the least. Although we have access to ample provisions, morale will inevitably crumble in due time. Those with such temperaments as Rowdy's blunt with a strong sense of justice could run amok at any moment. Let's keep them in check.
理想探偵。ホームズさんならもっとうまくまとめたのでしょうね。
So I feel ideal detective as Holmes would have done a finer job doing so. I recall the face of my eternal competitor. Ultimately, I was never able to best her. A knock sounds out the door, breaking me on my revere. I was Workaholic. Came a guard up, opened the door to see Workaholic. In his hands, he holds a teapot that I remember spotting in the dining room.
監視カメラの映像でまだ起きているのが見えてね。考え事があるならお茶でも飲みながら一緒にどうかな。
I saw on the security camera that you were still up. If there's something on your mind, would you like to discuss it over tea?
あら、庶民の割には気が利きますわね。そのお誘い、喜んでお受けいたしますわ。
My, aren't you a perceptive one? For a commoner, I shall humbly accept her offer. Black tea is mental fuel for a noble woman. After all, Workaholic begs me to sit on the bed before pouring some into cups on the desk. After adding in my preferred amount of sugar, he offers the drink to me with meticulously practiced ease. Full body aroma wafting from the cup soothes my weary mind.
昨日からずっと無理をしているみたいだけど、大丈夫かい？
From the looks of it, you've been overworking yourself since yesterday. Are you doing all right?
無理など全くしていませんわよ。上流階級を舐めないでくださいまし。
Well, overworking myself, preposterous. I'll think you not think so little of the aristocracy. Aristocracy, yeah.
強がらなくていいよ。君はリーダーと本当に仲が良かったじゃないか。彼女もよく語っていたよ。
Nothing
家
put on a
族君
strong.
はいつか必ず開花する。
Nothing is put on a strong front. Weren't you and the chief on close terms? You always go on about how you're going to blossom one day.
ホームズさんが私は
Holmes said that about me? And in spite of her constant mockery, too, she thinks she would leave such a sentiment behind upon meeting her demise, a yellow-bellied coward. I knew speak my vitriol aloud before I realized the words would not reach her, quietly swallowing my vexation.
君がピンカートン家再興のためにどれほど身を削っているかはよく知っている。
I'm well aware of your circumstances, all the pressure you're under to rebuild your family's standing.
身辺を調べられるリスクを承知で、アリアル・アラン・ピンカートンという本名まで公開して活動しているのは君くらいだ。素晴らしい覚悟だと思うよ。
Oh, you would continue to use your legal name in spite of the risk, Ariel Allen Pinkerton. Your commitment impressive,
で
actually.
もだからこそ心配でもあるんだ。みんなをかばって死んでいったリーダーのように、君もまた身を削りすぎてしまうんではないかとね。
Even said that, it's also cause for concern. I feel you'll grind yourself down to nothing the way our old chief did when she died defending us. He has me pegged. You feel my voice hiss in my throat. However, a proper chief cannot allow such commentary to phase him. Thus, I maintained a cool demeanor and gave my reply.
私は上流階級ですから。庶民の皆さんの分まで身を削るのは上に立つ者の義務なのですわ。
Bear in mind, I am society's upper crust. Thus, it is my duty to suffer on behalf of the common people.
私にはリーダーとして
ホームズさんの分まで皆さんを守る義務がありますの。どうかお気になさらないでくださいまし。
As acting chief, I have an obligation to protect those around me for home's sake as well. So please do not trouble yourself over this.
そうか。そうだよね。簡単に止められるなら、君自身だって苦労はしない。
Not it, you're right. If things were that simple, you wouldn't be struggling like this.
君が一人で抱え込まずに、周囲と協力し合える日が来ることを、心から祈っているよ。
I just hope the day comes when you let yourself cooperate with those around you rather than trying to shoulder everything on your own.
リーダーや私は、もう手遅れだったからね。
It's too late for some folks like me and old chief. With that, workaholic excuses himself. Left to my own company, I began to ruminate upon his words.
ホームズさんや社畜さんは手遅れだったなんて私も変わりませんわよ。
It was too late for Holmes to workaholic, was it? Well, bother that. I refuse to change either. Since my birth, no other soul has tried in earnest to restore the Pinkerton name. Far from assisting my endeavors, many have taken to mockery instead. The trials by fire are all that I know, and I have no mind to alter my methods.
ホームズさん安心してくださいまし。私がこの命に変えてもあなたの仇を取り皆さんを無事に家へ返してみせますわ。
Rest assured, Holmes, even if it should claim my life, I shall oust her killer and see the group home safely. Well aware that she cannot hear me, I voice this proclamation to my lifelong rival nonetheless. Okay, so investigate now. What the fuck was that?
僕が解決しましょう。僕にご用ですか？肉体労働は苦手
That's
なんて言ってられませんね。
どうかしたの？
you here.
どうかしたの？匂いの正体調べちゃうわね。
You have a tooth inference. So just
ビン
keep
カ
on
ー
doing
トン
the
家
game.
の誇りにかけて私の功績ですわね。
So I'm going to preliminary.
うむ？
Broken USB. This can't be a coincidence. Who did this and why? Shared USB.
これは
Blood stain, but whose blood is it? I need to analyze this quick. Blood stain in the shower. Okay, so if I look at the evidence, so level 1 there. Board, nothing. Okay. Shared USB is a 5, blood stain's a 5, so both those two has to be by Techie. So so let
僕
me
でよければ
say something.
何か用かな。
Okay, let's do this,
何か用か
and
な。
then she can analyze
み
that,
んなの期待に応えてみせるよ。
and then
ど
he
うしました？
actually first let's do a preliminary. I read through this, but the only new info I claim is about the designer of the manor, apparently made by one Mako Aragi. Okay, that's interesting.
少女は黙したまま
Over
一度う
here,
なずいた。
and you. Yes,
どうしたの？
let's move you over this room. Okay, so let's investigate some more.
僕が解決しましょう。
So Techie here
さあ
has to
実験を始めましょう
analyze.
か。
Let's do shattered USB first.
妙ですね。
Do this. Complete.
科学的に考えましょう。
Okay, the memory chip is intact. There's a special method triggering a color saved on it. I'll do a thorough analysis and report back. Okay.
頑張るよ。先生曰く調査こそが鑑定の基本。
So
お姉
you
さんに何かご用？
came over here because you need to do that
ビンカ
one
ートン
just
家の
quick
誇
as
りにか
possible.
けて大きな推理お見せしましょう。どうしたの？調査は僕に任せて。はいはい。こ
Do
の
that.
しいですね。少女はかがみ込む。
Yeah, just before I start investigation again. There's something on the floor. It's a remote for the AC. What's it doing here? How very intriguing. Music girl imitating the genius physics professor of a certain TV show.
広い視野を持って
This
対
new
応しないとね
information. I gotta share with everyone. Okay, so again. Let's see. So AC remote, which I can use. I can have my main character do. So
どうしたの
these two over.
どうされましたか？
Do that. And then I'll have the evidence do bloodstained shower. Oh wait,
僕にご用ですか？
bloodstained
何
shower.
か妙ですね。
Can
僕でよけれ
you
ば
analyze the AC remote?
合ってるのか
どうかしたの？
Never improved this.
ディナーの前
ピンカ
にどいちゃい
ート
ましょう。
ン家の誇りにかけ、ピンカートン家の誇りにかけて、
Assist
皆
you
さんのおかげで
do
解けました
a
わ。
prelim. That's good.
うん？
Workaholics risked Brent's proof he was shocked by the handcuffs. Maybe electrocution was delayed by keeping the cuffs off the skin. Let's put here. Sophie Whiffy says this is a workaholic's blood, which means he was wounded prior to his being electrocuted and had to wash the blood off. If that's the case, the one who injured him must have been Renegade Detective, right? That's wrong. There's no way, because he was with me the whole time. Oh, nice. That opened.
つまり
The fan speed and the temperature on this remote are maxed out, and the timer is set right before the murder. The AC was involved somehow. That's 11? That's 20. That's 11 there. Okay, so I'm gonna do. I'm actually good tracking right
ど
now.
うしたの？
Okay, good. She went that way.
何か用ですか？少女は視線を上げた。
Hopefully, she does not go down. Okay, now. Investigate again. Francis is 3. Okay, so
どうしたの？
I'm going to inspect
そ
that
れよ、脅威の気配。
and then inspect
根
that.
気強く調べましょ
さあ
う。
実験を始めましょうか。
Analysis, analyze you, analyze you. I think analyze everything I possibly could currently.
僕にご用ですか？
For him, I'll move him up here.
頑張ります
This spot here. And then you two,
何かご用ですの？
I can move you all the way over here to a spot.
甘味感触、雨あられ。
She can do it herself, but she can't. So. Investigation. Another word, another keyword, another keyword. Okay, so. Numbers of 3. Okay, so.
さあ実験を始めましょうか。
Infer.
僕とフレンズが謎を解きます。
I'm gonna assist.
絆の力を
And then
僕は
me
信じる
two.
何か用かな？
I'll move you two down all the way over here. For 6, so she can actually take down one down by herself. Okay.
甘味感触、雨あられ。甘味感
So she should just
雨
put
もう
that
謎は
there.
お腹いっぱい
Do some
よ
criminal there and there.
うむ
That shouldn't be too much of a hassle as long as we pay attention and put this nightmare back in the toy box. Let's see here. 9. Just gotta do it again. Okay.
どう
That's
か
just
な
a
さいま
2.
して
I'm just gonna do her right here
何
to
か
this
ご用
back.
ですの私が見つけて差し
Do
上げます
investigate
わ
here.
あら
Well done. So as always, I've come across some vital information. Okay, so you
さあ
went
実
for
験を始めましょう。科学的な推理
do
見て
do
い
a
てください。
prelim. Nice. I've checked every PC in here. They were forced to shut down, so they were all on when Alice hit. What if culprit used them to trip the breaker? Where PC? Do the PC need to be? It does not. Okay.
何か用ですか少女は目したの
For
私たちなら謎を解
put
け
them
ま
on
す
here. Does this Rangan just parting get from the netherworld? The girl as penny stuff and want to say when the bomb is technically instructed.
何か用かなどうしたの
Do this.
何か用かな
Confer.
謎を解かなきゃ
Do
みんな
prelim
のため
here.
に
I disarmed the bomb just like Techie taught me to. Everything should be fine now. Yeah, it's easy. Okay,
お姉さんに何かご用
again, do this.
お姉さんに何かご用
Confer.
もう謎はお
ピンク
腹いっ
トン家の
ぱいよ
誇りにかけてどうかなさいまして
Assist.
庶民を助けるのも貴族の務め
Ooh. On my character, just having them all the way over here. Since I actually legitimately got everything at this point. Yeah, I got everything. So let's just do an investigation. Nice, so
僕でよければ力を合わせて謎を解きま
ピン
しょう。
カートン家の誇りにかけ一緒に謎を解きましたわよはいはい少女はと称する少女はこくりとうなずいてみせた
here's investigation. Doesn't matter. Simple boost is. Ooh, resolve. Renegade has no wounds that suggest an assault. His never abruptly suffered an instant kill. How do you do that with a loose cannon like him? Right, Renegade's body. Investigation complete. Continue results screen? Absolutely. Nice. Yes, let's save. Easy investigation. Easy peasy. We reconvene the ground floor lobby after completing our investigation.
こうしてようやく地上へ上がれたわけですけど結局救助を呼ぶことは叶わないのですから意味がありませんわね
At long last, we have made it to the surface, although it's a hollow victory, so long as we're unable to make a distress call.
でも地上に上がってさえいれば救助船が近づいた際に通信可能だと思います。
So at least we're above ground now. If a rescue ship appears, we should be able to signal
1
it.
週間以上も連絡が絶たれているのですから、いつ救助が来てもおかしくありません。地上に上がれたのはいいことですよ。
We've been called from communication for over a week, so help should arrive at any moment. Just because we're back up here.
ただそうなると問題になるのは社畜さんたちが亡くなった事件を解決できていないことだね。
There's one problem. We still don't know how Workaholic and Renegade Detective died.
もし万が一僕たちの中に犯人がいたら大変だ。救助が来るまでに真相を解き明かそう。
It would be a major problem. The culprit is in fact one of us. We need to find the truth before help arrives.
そうだね。じゃあまずは今回の事件を一つ一つ整理していこうか。
Yeah, you're right. Let's start by getting the facts of this case in order.
一番の謎はやっぱり誰が下道ちゃんの首輪を起爆したのかということかしら。
I suppose the greatest mystery is who was it that triggered Renegade's
確
collar.
か下道ちゃんの首輪の起爆には彼の探偵デバイスに3人以上からコマンドが必要なのよね。
Required 3D
1
pads
人
that
は社畜ちゃんとして
required
残
3D
り2人は誰だったのかしら。
He required 3D pads to send command to his correct, and Workaholic was one. Who were the other two?
下道探偵への殺意を胸に秘めていた人を仮にユダと呼ぶことにしましょう。
Let's refer to whoever secretly harbors these murderous thoughts toward Renegade Detective as Judas for
起
now.
爆に必要なコマンドは3人分。社畜探偵は確実にコマンドを発信していたとして残りは2人分。
To reiterate, the detonation necessitates 3 commands. If Workaholic sent 1, we are left with 2.
社畜探偵以外にも2人のユダがいたということになりますね。と少女はあまり考えたくない可能性に言及した。
Meaning there are 2 Judases apart from Workaholic, the girl said, hinting at a possibility she preferred not to consider.
大丈夫だよ、文学さん。僕も最初はユダの存在を疑った。でも捜査を進めてみて、それが間違いだって気づいたんだ。
It's okay, Bookworm. I suspect that there were Judases among us too at first, but as I investigated, I realized I was wrong.
僕らの中にはコマンドを発信した人はいない。下道は犯人の策略にはめられて首輪の隠された起爆条件を満たしてしまったんだよ。
No one here could have sent a command. Renegade fell for the culprit's scheme, fulfilling the secret conditions to trigger his collar.
隠された起爆条件、コマンドを発信する以外にどんな方法があったというの？
Secret conditions? What else were there besides saying those command words? The rules were hidden on a broken USB. One of us should be able to explain it. Techie.
科学君、君ならそのルールを説明できるよね。
Techie, you can explain it, right?
はい。施設内に落ちていた USB メモリの中に研究室の PC から持ち出された首輪の資料が入っていたんです。
Yes, that USB was found dropped in the facility. It contained the files that were taken from that PC in the lab, the ones regarding the
お
collars.
そらく踏み砕いた人は USB メモリを処分できたと思ったんでしょうね。記録領域自体は意外と小さいから粉々に砕けた後でもデータは無事だったんです。
Whoever smashed USB hoped to destroy it, but its actual storage space is so tiny that the data was still intact after the fact.
芸道探偵の首輪にはどんなルールがあったと言いますの？そのルールを生かすことで犯人は芸道探偵を殺したんですわよね。
Just what sort of guidelines does Renegade's collar have? The culprit used them to kill the man himself, did they not?
はい。ルールを理解していた犯人は下道探偵が取るであろう行動を予想していたんだと思います。
Yes, the culprit understood these rules and predicted what steps Renegade would
下
take.
道探偵を殺すためなら文字通り命を賭する覚悟があったんだ。
In order to kill Renegade, they were prepared to put their own life at stake, literally.
まさかその人って。
What you couldn't possibly mean. Workaholic detective.
下道探偵を殺したのは社畜さんです。彼はこの事件において被害者であると同時に加害者でもあったんですよ。
Renegade Detective's killer was Workaholic. He's both the victim and culprit in this
彼
case.
は死ぬ間際にルールを生かして下道探偵の首輪を起爆したんです。
He leveraged the rules by dying to detonate Renegade Detective's collar.
もったいぶるんじゃありませんわ。そのルールって何なんですの？
While Nobu's putting on airs, what precisely are these rules? I believe the rule is The condition is if Renegade kills someone, the collar goes off.
それは監視者に設定された探偵が下道探偵の所有する探偵デバイスから半径10メートル以内で死ぬとコマンドが発信されることです。
The detective designed an observer die within a 10-meter radius at Rengade's D-pad. It was also a command message, so Workaholic was indeed what they call an observer.
この監視者に設定された人には心臓の鼓動と連動するチップが埋め込まれていて、心肺停止状態に陥ると自動でコマンドが発信されるようです。
Observers have a chip implant that connects to their heartbeat. An automatic command is sent if they go into cardiopulmonary arrest.
なんて恐ろしい話ですの。そもそも監視者とは一体。
Positively ghastly. Just what are these observers anyway?
それはわかりません。ですが、誰がその監視者であったかは状況から察することはできます。
I couldn't answer it, but I can speculate who they are based on all that's happened so far. The special detective? The special police?
まず社畜さん。この事件の渦中の人物だから間違いありません。次に僕だ。これも社畜さんの今までの行動からまず間違いないでしょう。
First, there's Workaholic. There's no doubt he's at the center of all this. And there's me. Workaholic made that perfectly clear.
では、あなたの体内にもチップとやらが？
You mean to say there's some manner of chip inside you?
ええ、おそらくは。僕はこの島で目覚めるまで数日間意識を失っていたから、その時に埋め込まれていたのかもしれません。
Yeah, I think I was unconscious for a few days before waking up on that island. It could have been implanted then.
もしくは社畜さんが知っていたことを考えると、10年前の監禁事件の際に埋め込まれていたかですね。残り一人も僕と同じ境遇ですし、おかしな話じゃないかと思います。
I actually Workaholic knew, so it might have been implanted while I was captive 10 years ago. After all, the third person went through the same ordeal.
それじゃあ残りの一人って。
Which means the third observer is
理
ideal.
想探偵だよ。彼女は僕が初対面の下道探偵に襲われた時に首輪の起爆を脅しの材料に使っていたからね。
Yes, ideal detective. She threatened to detonate the renegade detective collar when he attacked me the first time we met.
理想探偵が死んだ際、おそらく下道探偵は10メートル以内にいた。だから一人分のコマンドがすでに発信されていたんだ。
I was likely within 10 meters of where ideal detective was killed, so one command has already been triggered.
つまり下道探偵は残り2人分のコマンドで死ぬ運命だったというわけですわね。
Essentially, renegade was destined to die after 2 more commands.
あれ、理想さんが死んだ時、下道探偵とはかなり距離が離れていた気がするよ。
But I thought renegade detective was pretty far away back when ideal died.
それに理想さんが亡くなってからもう1週間くらい経っているのに、そのコマンドは残っていたのかな。
Not to mention, she's been dead for a week now. Does the command remain in effect?
私が記憶する限り10メートル以内かどうかというところだったわね。ギリギリ届いたか、もしくは下道ちゃんの暴走を予期してコマンドを発信済みだったんじゃないかしら。
For what I recall, he might have been just barely in range, so either command reached him, or she expected him to go rogue and send in
探
advance.
偵は今回みたいに首輪をはめた対象と一緒に閉じ込められる事態も十分に考えられる立場。一度発信さえしてしまえば消えないでしょうからね。
It's possible a detective wound up trapped with a collared individual, just like we were, so once sent, the command probably wouldn't expire.
起爆に必要なコマンドの数が3つで監視者も3人。監視者全員の同意を得なければ起爆はできないわけですね。
Detonation requires 3 commands, one each from 3 observers total, meaning you need consent from all of them to trigger the collar.
社畜探偵が無能探偵の説得をしつこく試みていたのも納得です。と、少女はこれまでの出来事を思い返しながら言った。
That would explain why Workaholic pushed so hard to persuade you, incompetent detective, because of recollecting the events so far. You know, if I think about it, I don't think there's no way my player is an observer. My player wouldn't send a command. How could he at this point? So I don't think he's an observer. Someone else is an observer.
も待って、死んだ時にコマンドが発信されるのは分かったけど、おかしくないかな。
Wait a sec. If a command gets sent at time of death, is this something so
理
off?
想さんと社畜さんが亡くなった時にコマンドが発信されたとしても、あと1人分足りなくない？
Even if ideal and workaholic commands were sent when they die, you still need another person, right?
足りないからこそ、社畜さんは無能くんの説得を続けていたんだよね。
Was that the reason workaholic was pressuring you so much incompetent to try and get you to go along with the plan?
そこが謎だったんだ。
Wait, that's the tricky part.
その答えはすごくシンプルだった。実は通常時に発信するコマンドと心肺停止時に発信するコマンドは別扱い。
But the answer is easy, really. A normal command and one sent due to cardiopulmonary arrest are considered distinct from one another.
事前にコマンドを発信した状態で死ぬと、一人で二人分を賄うことができるんだ。
So if you send a command and then died afterward, you would essentially be sending two commands.
どこにそんな情報が？社畜さんだって一言も言っていなかったじゃありませんの。
Where did you come across this information? I don't believe Workaholic ever spoke a single word of this, did he?
ええ、それこそが社畜さんの仕掛けた罠だったんです。
Exactly, that was all part of his trap.
僕にしつこく迫っていたのも作戦の一つだったんだと思います。僕が交渉に乗らなければ起爆できない、そう思わせておいたからこそ下道探偵は油断していた。
Which me was part of the plan too, I bet. Him not being able to detonate the collar without my help was just a lie to put Renegade off his
自分
guard.
の近くで社畜さんが死ぬと首輪が起爆するなんて思ってもいなかったでしょうね。
He probably had no clue that collar would have go off and Workaholic died nearby.
自分が芸道探偵を殺せればよし、返り討ちにあったとしても自分が殺されれば相討ちには持っていける。
Workaholic would be thrilled so long as he slew Renegade. Even if things took a grim turn and he were killed, this would allow him to strike
社
back.
畜さんが命を懸けると言っていたのは決して誇張ではなかったということですわね。
It would appear that Workaholic's willingness to take his life on this was no exaggeration.
社畜ちゃんは初めから死ぬつもりだったのかしら。
I have to wonder, did he intend to die from that very beginning?
それは違うんじゃないかな。社畜さんは最後まで生きようとしていたのだと思う。
No, I don't think so. I think he tried to survive to the bitter end.
僕も同意見だよ。最初から死ぬ気なら地下牢でわざわざあんな事件を引き起こす必要はないからね。
Yeah, I agree. If he had always planned to give his life, he wouldn't have gone through so much trouble to commit the murder back in the dungeon.
社畜さんは万が一自分が死んだ時には相打ちにする覚悟で下道探偵とのケリをつけるつもりだったんだと思う。
I think Workaholic was so determined to put an end to Renegade that he was prepared for the slim chance to end up going to the grave together.
下道探偵にこのコマンドのルールを知られたら台無しだ。 PC から USB メモリを使ってデータを抜き出すことでルールがバレないよう細工したんだろうね。
But it'd all be in vain, and Renegade knew how their commands worked. Workaholic tried to keep him unaware by extracting PC's data onto the USB.
そして社畜ちゃんは危惧していた通り下道ちゃんに殺されて、そのせいで下道ちゃんも死んでしまう。最後まで因縁深い二人ね。
But as Workaholic feared, he was killed by Renegade, causing the latter to die in turn. The fates remained entwined until the end.
ちょっとお待ちなさい。芸道探偵が社畜さんを殺したとして、あの男はどのような方法で殺したと言いますの？
Hold on a moment, and Renegade really did kill Workaholic. How do you go about it?
社畜さんが殺される間際まで、私と無能さんは芸道探偵と交戦しておりましたのよ。
Someone never locked in combat against Renegade right up until Workaholic was murdered.
芸道探偵を擁護するようで気分はよくありませんが、彼にはブレーカーを落とすことも社畜さんを拘束することも不可能だったと思いますわ。
Despite coming to Renegade's defense like this, I'm reluctant to believe that he was able to trip the breakers or restrain Workaholic. I have an idea. Workaholic did everything. He's going to actually cut himself up. And when the power came on, that's when Renegade saw him. So Renegade never touched him. That's my theory.
感電させたトリックはとても単純ですよ。犯人はとある手段を用いて感電のタイミングを操作してみせたんです。
The electrocution involved is a very simple trick. You see, the culprit had a system in place and control the timing of the outage. Electrocution only requires an active current. In other words, you won't be shocked so long as the electricity isn't flowing. This case appears complex, but it's actually a very basic gimmick. Electrocution's time was controlled by causing a blackout.
そう、犯人は意図的に停電を起こすことで感電のタイミングを操ったんですよ。
It's right, the culprit controlled the timing of electrocution by intention, causing a blackout.
あの停電は確かに作為的でしたけど、停電中に感電をさせる準備など可能ですの？
The outs was certainly deliberate, but could one truly arrange an electrocution right in the middle of
こ
it?
の施設で照明が消えるとライトなしでは前だって見えませんのに。
When the facility went dark, we were unable to see a thing without a light source.
察しが悪い上流階級ですね。と呆れつつも、少女は聖母のような慈愛の心でもって解説を始める。
Shows low brought intuition for one so high class, the girl said. But her vexation carries on with the benevolence rivaling the Virgin Mary's.
発見された時はこの状態。手錠が体に接していて、水に濡れた状態なら簡単に感電するでしょう。
Recall the condition where Carl was found in. With him in handcuffs and doused in water, it would be easy to electrocute him.
人をこの状態で拘束するのは難儀しそうですわね。ブレーカーが落ちてから再び照明が点灯するまでの数分ではとても難しそうですわ。
It would prove difficult to restrain a person in this manner. You would only have a few minutes from the breaker tripping to the lights returning.
そうですね。ですが犯人は簡単な道具を用いて感電しない状態を作り出しました。
Perhaps so, but the culprit used a simple tool to create a cell that hindered electrocution.
それが何なのかは無能探偵、あなたならわかるでしょう。と少女はいつもの仕返しと言わんばかりに質問する。
You know, was he as right incompetent detective as the girl passing a buck as she so often did? Now that's why the question startles me. But it's fine, I've been keeping up with our investigation, so a question like this is no problem at all. It was. So Han. Perhaps the culprit used a simple tool to create something that hinder electrocute. Rubber wristband.
近くの床に落ちていたゴム製のリストバンドだよね。
There was a rubber wristband on the floor nearby, wasn't it?
それって研究室にも置かれていた来客用のゴムバンド？
Is that one of those visitor bands from the
ロ
lab?
ックの解除用に社畜ちゃんが身につけていたのはわかるとして、どうして現場にも落ちてたのか不思議だったわ。
Burgall used one to unlock the door. It seems strange for it to end up on the floor of the crime scene.
もちろん偶然じゃありません。犯人はこのリストバンドを生かして社畜さんを感電死させたんですよ。
Obviously, it's no coincidence his wristband was instrumental to how the culprit electrocuted the workaholic.
まず停電前の社畜さんはこのリストバンドを手首につけられた状態で拘束されていた。
Further outage, workaholic was strained while wearing the wristband.
その状態ならいくら電気が流れていたってリストバンドが絶縁体の役目を果たして感電を防げるという寸法です。
That way, it wouldn't matter if the current was on. The band would act as an insulator, stopping electricity from reaching him.
あとは停電の間にリストバンドを手首から外して電気を流せば感電は不可避。
Yet while the power was out, the culprit removed the wristband, ensuring electrocution would occur once the power returned.
私たちが到着するまでの数分間感電し続ければどうあがいても死ぬという寸法です。と少女は無能探偵の推理を鮮やかにフォローした。
The current flowed for minutes before we arrived. No amount of struggling would have staved off death. Girls and compliment incompetence theory.
でも停電中だよ。あの暗闇の中どうやってリストバンドを外したの？
But there was a blackout, remember? How did they remove the wristband in the dark?
あのリストバンドは地下牢の塗料と同じで暗闇で光る仕様なんだ。暗闇の中でも社畜さんの居場所を把握することは難しくない。
Band is phosphorescent, just like that pain in the dungeon. It wouldn't have been hard to locate him, even in the
も
dark.
ちろんあのブレーカーも狙って落としたもの。最初から全て仕組まれていた事件だったんだよ。
Of course, in fact, tripping the breakers was part of their plan too. The whole thing was orchestrated from the start.
ではブレーカーを落とした人が犯人ですわね。誰が電気機器に触れてブレーカーを落としたんですの？
Solar Shaw of the circus is the culprit. Who was it that touched the distribution board and disrupted the power?
ブレーカーは一人でに自動で落ちたんです。
The thing is, the breaker tripped on their own.
なんですって？
I beg your
そん
pardon?
なことできるわけないじゃありませんの。 いくら私が世間知らずの上流階級であったとしてもなめないでいただきたいですわ。
It couldn't possibly be the case. A noble woman such as myself may be ignorant in the ways of the world. Don't take me for a fool.
それができるんです。そう例えばもうすぐこの部屋の電気も消えます。
It is possible. In fact, the lights in here are about to go out again shortly.
電気が一人でに
What? Of their own volition?
飛躍くんブレーカーを戻してきてもらえるかな。
Double. Can you reset the breakers?
任せて。
On it. After a moment, the room's lights flickered back on.
ほら手を触れずにブレーカーを落とせたでしょ。
See, you can cut off the power without messing with the breakers.
もったいぶらずに早くトリックを教えなさい。上流階級にもわかるよ、丁寧にね。
Ah, dispense with your showboating and tell us how it works. Nobleman's terms, if you please. Every time I pause, I begin my explanation.
僕らが研究室のエアコンをつけたとき、風でマウスが動いて勝手に PC が起動したことを覚えてますか？
When we turn on the lab's AC, the airstream moved the mouse, causing the PC to reboot itself up, correct?
覚えていますわ。スリープ状態にしてあった PC がエアコンの風でマウスが動いて起動したんですわよね。
I recall
それはどうしましたの？
Fear was asleep, but when the air conditioning jostled the mouse, it awoke. Your point being...
あの時と同じ原理で全ての研究室の PC を同時に起動させたんですよ。
Using the same principle, the culprit turned all the last PCs on at the same
研
time.
究室のエアコンは強力です。スリープ状態にしておけば一度に全ての PC を起動させることも可能だと思いませんか？
The AC in the lab is powerful. If the computers were all in sleep mode, isn't it possible for them all to wake up at the same time?
どんな家電も起動時が一番電力を食いますからね。あれだけの数の PC が一度に起動すれば瞬間的に電力が跳ね上がってブレーカーは落ちてしまいます。
For any appliance that startup that consumes the most power, turning on that many PCs at the same time caused by spike, tripping the breakers.
それにエアコンには指定した時間に起動する機能もあります。事前に準備だけしておけばあとはエアコンが起動するのを待つだけでいいんです。
Also, the AC has a feature where you can set it to switch on a certain time. Arrange things beforehand, all you have to do is wait.
なるほど。このトリックを使えば自分の好きな時刻に停電させることが可能ですわね。
I see. By using this maneuver, one could trigger a blackout whenever they so wish.
芸道探偵はこのようにして私たちと交戦することでアリバイを作りつつ
It's
社
wrong.
畜さんを殺害して見せたということですわね。
Thus, Renegade detected the latest trap murdering workaholic while finding us to create an alibi.
でもその直後、下道探偵自身も無残な死を遂げた。無能くん、あの後下道探偵の身に何が起きたの？
Well, not
こ
long
の事件の
after,
全容を教えて。
he himself met a cruel end. What happened to Renegade Detective? Incompetent tells the full story.
わかった。改めて一から順を追って説明するよ。
Okay, I'll go over it all from the
異
beginning.
なる階層でほぼ同時に起きたこの複雑怪奇な事件の全容をね。
Everything brought about this bizarre case that occurred simultaneously on multiple floors.
前提としてこの事件はつながっているように見えて実は全く別の事件。2つの死が結果的につながったことで起きたものだった。
We presume these cases were linked, but in truth, they're completely separate events, ultimately resulting in two connected deaths.
まず被害者の一人である社畜さんはたとえ自分が死んでも下道探偵を殺せるようコマンドを発信していた。
First off, Workaholic wanted the victims to send a command so he could kill Renegade in the event of his own death.
ルール上あとは僕がコマンドを発信するか社畜さんが死ぬことで下道探偵の首は爆発する状態だったんだ。
According to the rules, if I also sent a command or Workaholic's heart stopped, Renegade card would detonate.
そうとは知らず下道探偵は社畜さんと僕らを追い込むべく行動を始めた。
Unaware of all this, Renegade started to corral us and Workaholic.
遺体の状態からしてきっと下道探偵は僕らを施設内アナウンスで呼び寄せる前に社畜さんと交戦しどこかに拘束していたんだろうね。
Given his day of the body, Renegade clashed with Workaholic and tied him up somewhere before luring us into using an announcement.
家族さんを人質に取ることに成功した下道探偵はブレーカーを落とすための細工と社畜さんを感電死させるための準備を始めた。
Was successfully taken hostage, he began making preparations to shut off the breaker to electrocute
トリッ
Workaholic.
クはとてもシンプルだ。気絶させた社畜さんを手錠で拘束してゴムバンドで絶縁状態にし手錠を電線とつなぐ。
It was a simple trick. He cuffed an unconscious workaholic using a wristband as an insulator. Then he attached the wires to the cuffs.
これでゴムバンドさえ外せば感電死させられる状態の完成。あとは呼びつけた無能さんとブレーカーが落ちるまでやり合えばトリックを完遂できますね。
Remove the band and workaholic would fry. All he did was carry out his game and was alert and fighting competent until the breaker stripped.
おそらく無能さんへの嫌がらせじみた行動も私たちを分断させるための罠だったのでしょうね。
The appalling actions he directed and incompetent were merely a game of which to divide our
結
ranks.
果的に私たちは人数の利を生かせずにバラバラに行動してしまったのですから。
Ultimately, we failed to capitalize on our superior numbers, causing our efforts to be disjointed.
僕らは結局あの男に踊らされっぱなしでしたね。
Yeah, he has on a string the whole time.
下道探偵は計画通りブレーカーが落ちた隙に逃走。社畜さんを拘束してある通路まで走ります。
As planned, the breakers shut off the renegade used that opening to slip away. From there, he hurried to where workaholic was tied up.
ゴムバンドの発光を頼りに素早く社畜さんの腕からゴムバンドを引き剥がすと分電盤へと戻りブレーカーを上げた。すると
He located the rolling band, slipped it off workaholic's arm, went to distribution board, and reset the breaker. Then,
絶縁体を失った社畜さんはなすすべなく感電して同時に消火栓にも電気が流れて非常ベルが鳴るというわけだね。
with no installation, workaholic was helplessly electrocuted. Same moment, power went to the fire hydrant, triggering an alarm, right?
非常ベルが鳴ったのは偶然なのかもしれないわね。ほら、下道ちゃんってばたくさん首輪を持っていたじゃない？
Maybe the alarm going off was a coincidence. Renegade had plenty of cause with him, right?
本当ならあれを爆破させることで私たちを誘導するつもりだったんじゃないかしら。
Clear that he originally planned to lead us around by making them explode.
つまりどちらにせよ私たちの注意を引くためにあのようなまどろこしい殺害方法を取ったわけですね。
By the
少女は結論を述べた。
By the way, he used that drawn-out murder method as a means of getting our attention, cool and girl. Oh, this is kind of far-fetched. A guy with one arm is able to carry workaholic like that, and again, everything's one arm.
きっとそうだよ。犯人の狙い通り非常ベルに気を取られた僕たちはエレベーターで地上への脱出を図る下道探偵に気づくのが遅れた。
Exactly, just like Cooper intended, we were distracted by the alarm and slowly realized that Renegade was riding an elevator to the surface.
でも下道探偵は社畜さんを殺すことが自分の首輪が起爆の条件を満たしてしまうことに気づけなかった。
But Renegade had never figured out that killing workaholic would fill the conditions to trigger his collar.
その結果下道探偵自身も死ぬことになって連鎖的に事件が発生。それぞれの異なる思惑が偶然重なった結果奇妙な構造を生むことになったんだ。
As a result, he himself died, creating a case built on chain reactions. Different goals align, forming a bizarre picture for us to piece together.
でもそうなると下道ちゃんの死に方が妙じゃないかしら。
So it doesn't leave the actual matter of Renegade death in question?
捜査前に共有を受けた話ですと下道探偵の死因は首輪の爆発ではなくエレベーターに首を挟まれたことですわよね。
It said so before investigation. Renegade's death was not due to collar's detonation, but his head getting stuck in an elevator, no?
おそらくエレベーターの扉が不調で動かなかったんですよ。
The elevator doors wouldn't budge, probably because it
こ
was
の階
broken.
にエレベーターがついた時も力ずくで開けましたよね。きっと下道探偵も同じ状況に陥ったんです。
We had to force them apart when it arrived on this floor too, right? Renegade must have faced the same situation.
そっか。下道探偵は片腕を失ってたから首輪の爆発でこじ開けようとしたんだね。
I see. Having lost an arm, he used the collars to blow it open.
それでも生まれた隙間はわずかだったからなかなか出られずに苦労したんだ。そうしている間に
Yeah, but he only managed to make a small gap and struggle through it. At the same time,
エレベーターが動き出して死んでしまったということですわね。あの下道探偵にしては少々おまぬけな最後なのが気になるところですけれど。
the elevator began to move and he perished. Oddly foolish final moments for a man like him. That doesn't make sense to me. Realistically, it doesn't make sense to me because Renegade has the same ability as your main character.
きっとさすがの下道探偵も焦っていたんだよ。エレベーターのボタンに押したら死ぬなんておかしな張り紙をするくらいだしね。
I'm sure even Renegade panicked then. He also left that strange note on the elevator button warning this button may cause death.
僕らと違って下道探偵は 首輪が起爆するまで猶予があることも知らないからね。気が動転しておかしな行動に出るのも不思議じゃないと思うんだ。
And like us, he didn't know he had time before his car exploded. It makes sense that he would lose his cool, start acting out. Essentially, each of these two deaths was inadvertently caused by the other. It seemed like an unsolvable double murder at first, but the perpetrator unwillingly took their own life after they killed Workaholic. Of course, obvious. They're gonna say Renegade, so we'll just go ahead and Renegade.
そう。機動探偵こそが今回の2つの事件を引き起こした犯人。
That's right, Renegade detectives and the culprit responsible for both murders. Suddenly, the face Renegade warring death flashes through my mind.
機動探偵は笑っていた。
Renegade detective was smiling. He should have been panicking as his doom drew near. That explained why he did something so illogical. But his satisfied expression gives me pause.
本当に僕の推理は
It,
正
it,
しいのか？
it can't be right. I don't agree with this. Is my theory actually right? The Renegade detective's the culprit. This case is closed. The most suspicious person got what was coming to him, death. We're calling Renegade. Their bond ended in mutual destruction. It's a very taste, but here all we need to do is wait for help without any further mishaps. Best possible outcome for us. So why am I still so uneasy?
ああ、そうか。
All right. I realize my concern lingers. It's my lack of faith in my own abilities, and I still have no confidence. Until now, Holmes had always been there to keep me afloat. When I was uncertain, she smiled and told me it was okay. She was my courage. Now she's nowhere to be found. Not having her here makes it really hit home just how much support she gave me.
ホームズさん、僕のこの推理は正しいんですか？教えてください。もう一度姿を見せてください。
Holmes, is my line of reasoning correct here? Please tell me. Show yourself to me, Holmes, please. Oh, just then sparks flare past my eyes. My perfectly clear vision goes white.
この光景は
What am I looking at? You know, I really want to finish this chapter, but it looks like to me this chapter is going on forever. I think on this note, which I can't save, I think on this note, I think I'll end today's episode on a nice little cliffhanger. So, if you did enjoy this video, give it a like, comment, like I said, please enjoy it. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.